Building healthy habits is especially important in young children. Over 20% of children between the ages of 2 to 5 are overweight or obese. Obese and overweight children are at risk for cardiovascular disease, insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, breathing problems such as sleep apnea, joint problems, fatty livers, gallstones, and heartburn. In addition to physical health ramifications, overweight and obese children are more likely to have psychological issues such as anxiety and depression and low self-esteem, and social issues such as bullying. Early childhood is an ideal time to begin to build healthy habits as a means of preventing young children from becoming overweight or obese adults. This is a time to introduce young children to a variety of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Young children learn by modeling their behavior on those around them, so parents and caregivers are important role models for developing healthy eating habits. Young children are also highly sensitive to internal cues for hunger and satiety, and therefore should be allowed to determine how much to eat, rather than be encouraged to eat a certain portion size. Young children can also be encouraged to participate in food preparation to increase their willingness to try new foods. In many parts of the United States, publicly funded preschool is reserved for those who are from low-income families. The Head Start program, for example, offers preschool to children from families who are living below the federal poverty line. Each state can also offer early childhood care to residents. The state of California, for example, offers preschool to children from families who earn below 70% of the state's median income. Since public preschools are only available to children from low-income families, there are very few national or even statewide policies regarding nutrition and nutrition education in the preschool setting. Under the Child and Adult Food Care Program, which is part of the USDA, early childhood care centers can apply for reimbursement for meals that comply with the standards of the CAFCP. Under the CAFCP, young children must be offered milk, a fruit or vegetable, and a grain for a reimbursable breakfast, and milk, meat, fruit, vegetable, and grain for both dinner and lunch. For the most part, preschools are not funded through government money. However, preschools do receive their licensing from the state. States should require nutrition components to the licensing process, which could require all preschools to serve snacks and meals that comply with the CAFCP standards, limit or restrict foods used for class celebration, and require teachers to eat with their students to act as role models for healthy eating behaviors. In 2011, the Institute of Medicine published several policies that would help decrease obesity in early childhood. In addition to mandating nutritional standards in order for preschools and early education centers to become licensed by the state, nutrition education programs should begin in preschool. The California Preschool Instructional Network offers nutrition education for preschool teachers and daycare providers. Teachers are instructed to healthy meal planning, cooking techniques, and recipes. These credits count towards teachers' continuing education programs and could be required for licensing purposes as well. Although offering healthy CAPFC compliant meals and snacks will help young children make healthier choices at school, children also need education in order to ensure that they continue to make healthy food choices. At this young age, modeling is an important education method. Teachers and caregivers should be required to eat meals with children to model healthy eating. In addition, education programs should be offered during the school day to the children and also after school hours to the parents. Many parents receive little to no nutrition education. Parents are responsible for the purchasing and preparation of their children's meals, modeling healthy behaviors in the home, and exposure to new food. However, many parents may unknowingly be undermining the education that their children are receiving by making poor food decisions at home, using food to encourage obedience, or even using desserts and treats to force young children to eat less desired but more nutrient-dense foods. Therefore, it is crucial that preschools provide education to parents as well as children. One program that would encourage this is the More We Eat Cook Together program. In this program, once a month, parents would be offered a choice of 2 weeknights or 1 weekend evening to join their children at school to prepare a healthy meal together. Since child participation in meals is one suggestion of the APA to encourage healthy eating, this program would allow parents to work alongside their children to prepare a healthy meal and then sit down together to eat. The parents would learn how to include children in the cooking process, how to model healthy eating, and what age-appropriate serving sizes are for young children. The children would begin to engage in kitchen activities, which can increase their willingness to try new foods and increase their nutrient intake at meals. This program would be a partnership between the Los Angeles Farmers Market Association, Kitchen Kids, which is a kids cooking school in Los Angeles, and the preschool itself. The teachers would work with the cooking program to create activities that the children could do independently, such as spreading sauce on pizza, spinning greens for a salad, or mixing fruits together for a fruit salad. While the students are engaged in their activity, parents would complete the non-child safe activities, such as boiling water for whole grain pasta, putting items in the oven, and using sharp knives. Students would be responsible for setting the table, pouring water, wiping down counters, and sweeping the floor. The farmers market would donate fresh produce and incentive vouchers for participants to use towards purchasing produce at a future market. This program is not one size fits all. Each school will need to work with the teachers to create a menu that is doable in the allotted space and an ingredient list that is familiar and affordable to the parent body. Schools that have kitchens could bake pizzas, roast vegetables, or cook meat. Schools that do not have access to a full kitchen could cook pastas or soups. Schools with no additional space could make healthy smoothies or sandwiches. The idea is that the program should provide parents and children with ideas to bring home. The ingredients used should be accessible to the parents and sourced from local stores and markets. Although the menu is very flexible, all meals are designed to be completed in 30 minutes or less, keeping in mind that the audience does not have a lot of time to dedicate to cooking. There are many barriers that parents face when trying to feed their young children healthy food. Many parents work, have responsibilities around the home, and other children to care for. Parents may lack the time, energy, or financial resources to purchase, prepare, and clean up a healthy home-cooked meal. Studies have shown that young children who eat with their families are less likely to be overweight. Furthermore, children who eat home-cooked meals have lower BMIs and consume diets that are higher in fruits and vegetables when compared to children who do not eat home-cooked meals. Encouraging children to participate in the cooking process, including cleanup, is important both to increase the child's self-efficacy and willingness to try new food, and to help alleviate some of the stress that busy parents associate with cooking at home. The preschool is an ideal setting to educate children, not only on what to eat, but how to cook. It is so important to begin to build healthy habits and palates in the youngest children. In order to best raise healthy eaters, teachers, parents, and students need to work together. Requiring the preschool staff to be educated about child nutrition and best practices for child mealtime will help encourage healthy eating in all preschools, even those that are not federally funded. Creating programs to educate the parents will allow families to be more aware of how they feed their children and help parents make healthier choices in the home. The More We Eat Together program will help create a healthy food environment both at school and in the home so young children will be exposed to lifelong skills and healthy food habits.